Well, hey there. How you doing? It is I, the terrific lady, otherwise known as Brandy, and welcome to another retro review. So if you're new here, hey, welcome. I'm so glad to see you. And if you are not new here, hey, welcome back. I am so glad to see you. If you have not already subscribed, do it. And hit that bell. Ding dong. To get notifications of when I post new reviews, which I do so every Friday at 2 p.m. Central. So the horror movie that I am reviewing today is an experience. It is called Motel Hell. Now, if you have not already seen Motel Hell, you know what I'm going to say. This review will have spoilers, so go watch it. It is for free on Pluto TV and Tubi. Pick one of those places, watch it, and then come back. All right, Motel Hell. We got this hotel out in the middle of nowhere called Motel Hello, where Farmer Vincent and his sister Ida run a hotel, and out of it, they sell the most delicious salted, smoked, cured meats. And Vincent thinks of all these creative ways to sell his meat, like market his meat. And you want to know how he gets his meat? He gets it from people. That's right. He comes up with all these creative ways and traps to trap people and they plant the people in this garden and like feed them. Like also cannibalism was like one of my squick points, but they feed them almost just like the slop, so that way I guess when they'll get fattened up, and whenever they get ready they break their necks, and then they start breaking them down and basically turning them into bacon and jerky and ham and all sorts of stuff. Farmer Vincent has a soft spot for this girl that ended up surviving, and yeah, then things kind of all go downhill from there when she figures out what's really going on behind the scenes, and that this brother and sister are really not as nice as they seem. And that is Motel Hell. So again, what are the positives here? So Motel Hell, it is such a interesting tone of horror comedy. So you got this ideal, picturesque little town, little slice of the country with this almost like American Gothic style, I guess is the best way to put it, brother and sister who seem nice from the outside and all cheery, and there's always cheery music to accompany that, but it seems like even more ridiculous because of who they really are. Ridiculous in a good way is what I mean. And the juxtaposition of that with what they really are was just so funny to me. Like, oh my God. It's just the way that what they thought they was doing was right. Just like they would always like slit people's vocal cords so they couldn't talk and they couldn't, I guess, protest or try to escape. And they had to know eventually that they were going to get caught somehow, but they were just like oblivious, living their own little world. La la la. That's what was also kind of funny about them. And the sheriff of the town is the brother of the brother sister that owned the hotel. So even he didn't know what kind of people they really were up until the very end. And he ends up finding Vincent, and Vincent like puts on this pig head and he has his chainsaw, and the two end up fighting with chainsaws. I thought that was pretty interesting. Now, nitpicks. I mean, if you have a lot of trouble with, you have to suspend your belief here. So if you have a lot of trouble with that, you might find the plot like as a nitpick, just like how could people like not figure out what was going on at this hotel? So that may be a nitpick or a negative to some, but if you take it for what it is, this movie, you're going to have a good time with it. So, but my personal verdict of Motel Hell is that it's something that I would definitely watch again. It's not something that I particularly want to own or sit on my shelf, but I know that it's on streaming services, so if I ever get in the mood again, I will watch it. No, that is my review of Motel Hell. What did you think of it? If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. But if you have, what did you think of it? Let me know in the comments below. If you are interested in finding more of my horror content, both retro with a sprinkling of new horror outside of YouTube, I have Instagram and Threads. You can find me there at Terrific Lady. You will also catch me on my blog at bekindpleaserewind.blog, where I post there at the end of every month. And if you want to toss a coin to your Witcher or me, I have a Ko-fi. So, thank you so very much. Stay terrific, and I will see you in the next review. Bye.